Well, here we go. We are in beautiful Barbados, and this is the biggest matchup so far in the tournament. Australia taking on India. This is a Super 8 game, and lots of support for the Indian team. There'll be the Indians who've travelled from India to the Caribbean, and mind you, the locals as well will be supporting the Indians. The Australians won't have too many there. Once again, the ground is looking beautiful. The sun is out. Such an important game for both teams. Both teams looking very impressive so far in the tournament. Unbeaten coming through to the Super 8s. Let's join Ravi Shastri for the toss.
It's coming up to toss time here at the Kensington Oval in Barbados. And the men who matter out here in the centre, Ranjan Madugale, the match referee from Sri Lanka. You got Michael Clark, captain Australia, MS Dhoni, captain India. Michael will spin the coin. Heads is the call.
It is heads.
Heads it is. But MS, you won the toss. What have you decided?
We are bowling first. The same reason, early morning start. There's a bit of swing for the fast bowler, so that may help us initially.
It looks a different pitch from the one in St. Lucia, isn't it?
Well, of course, but we have to see how it behaves, because the last few games we saw, there was definitely more bounce for the fast bowlers, but at the same time there was turn for the spinners. So let's see how it behaves. Maybe they've rolled it a bit too much. So let's see and hope for the best.
You've had a few days off. What have you been doing? You think it's good to have a gap that big?
Well, the first couple of days we had complete off, because after IPL, the players didn't get any time off. So the first 2 days were only about recreation and team building. And the next few days, we practiced really hard. So I think overall, the preparation level has been really good.
Different pitch, different team?
Well, of course, quite a few changes. We have Gautam in place of Dinesh, and in place of Piyush we have Rohit Sharma. And Praveen misses out because he's injured, so we have Zahir in his place.
Have a good one, MS. Well, Michael, you've lost the toss. Would you have fielded as well?
I'm happy to lose the toss, to be honest. I was a little bit undecided. The wicket looks great, the ground's in good nick, and the sun's out. So, hopefully we can get some runs on the board, and we'll go from there.
Always a good contest, India-Australia?
Always enjoyable playing India. They're a wonderful team in any form of the game, and they've been very successful in this form. We have to be at our best today.
And what's your team for today's game?
Mitchell Johnson back in for Ryan Harris. That's our only change.
Have a good one, Michael. So that's the news from the centre. It's India who won the toss, and they've decided to field first.
Ashish Nehra has been in decent form this tournament so far. Zair Khan didn't play the last game. He's in this one though. See this big matchup that we've been calling, the big clash between Australia and India, and you have a spinner starting off with a new ball. The team has won the toss. They've elected to bowl, start with spinners. 2 deep field is allowed at this stage outside the circle. It's mid-wicket and long on for Harbhajan Singh. Great delivery first up, with a bounce, just floated away from the right-hander.
Terrific start there from Harbhajan, and the thing that would encourage him is the bounce.
David Warner on strike, one slip. First runs on the board for Australia. That's the shorter side. Eases that one on the offside. So Ashish Nehra, the boundary of the very first ball.
No trouble for Warner in picking the gap. And I think it is easier when you first get in there, especially if you're an opening batsman, to find the gaps with the quick bowlers. This is an area where Warner's batting has really improved. He didn't try and thump that ball, he just placed it extremely well.
First big one of the innings, and it's gone well into that stand behind long on. I think 2 pretty ordinary deliveries so far from Ashish Nehra. The first one and this 5th delivery, and they've gone for 10 runs.
That was a very good shot. Watson didn't try and pull it squarer, the more traditional pull shot. Quite happy to hit it over mid-on, which is not a bad ploy against the left armour. You try and pull the left armour square, you can get the top edge.
Oh, he got his hands to it. Went quickly. Inside the circle, just to the right of the square leg umpire.
It really should have been taken. It was a difficult one, but if you're going to win tough cricket matches, that's the sort of catch you've got to expect to be taken. Jadeja was the culprit on that occasion.
Well, this is a real biggie. It sailed over the roof of that Greenwich and Haynes stand. Greenwich and Haynes would have liked to see that. Mind you, that was a long hop there from Ravindra Jadeja. So plenty of time for him to wind up.
Well, we mightn't see that pill again. If it does come back, it's going to have bus tickets on it. It's gone a long, long way.
And Rudy Kurtzen threw this ball back into the ground, so I'm assuming it's a placement ball. Again, a short delivery. This is poor bowling, but this could be out. Now just goes over the fielder. Another short delivery, but this time he almost got a wicket there. One of the shorter sides as well on this ground. Consecutive sixes for Watson.
Certainly not good bowling, but he almost got away with it. Watson getting it near the toe of the bat.
Another short delivery, 3 sixes. This is poor stuff from India. And Shane Watson has quickly moved to 28. Consecutive 3 sixes, 35 for no wicket. Another short delivery, this time is going to get 4 on the offside.
Australians will be delighted with this bowling, particularly Shane Watson. He struggled early on against Harbhajan. 7 dot balls in a row, but now he's making up for it.
Well, at the non-strikers, they needed a direct throw. For the throw that came in from Pathan. The throw that came in from Pathan was meant to be gathered rather than to hit the stumps, which he threw it at a gathering height.
So David Warner has been playing some good cricket. Yes, I think if the fielder had been there, it would have been different. But the Indian fielding's been very, very patchy. We've already seen a difficult catch to Ravindra Jadeja being dropped, and then a little bit of misfielding here and there. They have to lift themselves up. They cannot afford to give the Australians easy runs.
Well, now that they're set, the sixes are flowing. First overs have made an over. Thereafter, Watson erupted. And I think the good thing about this opening partnership is that either of them can turn on the heat when required. With a slower delivery, he picked it up very well, and now he's decided to get into the act. Before that, he was playing a supporting role, trying to give the strike to Shane Watson, picking the singles, giving Watson more of the strike. That is a fine shot. That is a fine shot. Both Warner and Watson in top form here. They're playing wonderfully. I think India in the field are going to be really tested here. They certainly are, particularly the bigger boundary, that area. Now, Yuvraj Singh, maybe an earlier time, would have been able to get to it quite easily. Oh, that is huge in the Garfield Sobers Pavilion. Now, you can talk a great deal about that being a short boundary, but it doesn't matter if you're clearing them as much as that.
That is absolutely right, Harsha, because it doesn't matter how short the boundary is. But this was just the length ball that he was looking for. Not a good length, mind you. It was short of a length. And somebody as strong as Shane Watson, he would like it at that pace. It was on the leg stump as well.
Oh! Well, that's one way of getting Watson off the park. The bowlers can't do it. The striker would. 71 for no loss from 8.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a bit of leg pulling when both of them get to meet at midway pitch. And there you can see that. And the 12th man coming, he'll join in as well.
Well, that is a powerful hit. Powerful hit. It's a full toss attempt at Yorker gone wrong. And so So 76 for no loss from 9 overs, going at 8.44. And India have had to get Ravindra Jadeja back. Now that's one of the problems with backing your side with batsmen. India today have left out Chawla and played Rohit Sharma. 10 and over, 186, 12 and over, 208. So you've got to get Ravindra Jadeja because he's inside to bowl 4 overs. And it hasn't started well, I'm afraid. Straight, flat, not short this time, but length, and Warner's now set. It's turning out to be a horror morning for Jadeja.
Well, this one, he's pitched it a little bit further up, and he's got punished.
Now the problem for Dhoni now is going to be that his best bowler in this tournament has already bowled 3 overs. So he doesn't have too much to play with Harbhajan Singh, who's in very good form. That's going to go all the way, is it? Just about. Fielder seemed interested for a while. So 31 from 8 balls for Jadeja so far.
Well, that is probably 5-6 of the 5 consecutive deliveries that Ravindra Jadeja has bowled.
We'll be looking at 200 here. Now there it is. This is the biggest of them all. Burrell, Weeks and Walcott stand, and a 4th W deposits in there.
Yes, and those 3 Ws would have really appreciated that shot because they were all aggressive players. Might have played with much lighter bats than David Warner does. That was just in the slot. That is a big one. That is a huge shot.
India has a strong batting lineup as well, so all the makings of a very good contest.
Yeah, I think India would have expected a little more lateral movement with the new ball, a little more purchase for the spinners. But we're seeing 50 up here. David Warner, excellent 50 off 33 balls, 2 fours, 4 sixes, strike rate of 151, 98 without loss.
That's a happy dugout. 6 ball. And the length from the spinners is being punished. 50 for Watson as well. What a start this is for Australia. Both batsmen complementing each other. It was Watson off the blocks quickly. And then Warner catching up, reaching his half century first. Watson not far behind. Just getting stuck into that. Plenty of pulls from him today. All clearing the ground.
Australia could not have asked for a better start than this. 104 without loss and still dominating. And he's bowled him straight through, playing across the line. And India has gotten their first wicket. Watson goes.
It's 104 for 1. Just chancing his arm once too often. This one keeping a little low. It was a little fuller as well.
In comes David Hussey.
Now dangerous player. Well, he's got the license now to really go for it. In fact, the entire middle order, because of the start from Australia, going at over 10 and over. Oh, he's got hold of that one. Lovely sound of when the ball made contact with the bat. Another 6. Hussey getting into the act this time.
Yeah, well, it's definitely clear what the approach is going to be. It's going to be all-out attack, take advantage of the start that they've received. 74 meters struck out the park. Australia is having no mercy today.
There's Yusuf Pathan. What a hit that is from Warner. 6 more, and there's some biggies here.
That's 6 number 5 for David Warner. Just capitalizing on the balls that are just short of a length. I think that has been the nature of this pitch. Very consistent, very true. You can afford to stand back and throw your arms through the ball, as we can see here, 94 meters in distance. Absolutely superb.
It isn't smart bowling either. Look at David Hussey, he enjoyed that. Hussey clears long off easily. Another one that goes into the crowd. Second 6 of the over, already 13 runs of this over, 3 balls to go.
Interesting, very interesting to see Hussey's approach here. No-nonsense approach. Anything that is pitched up, anything that is short. But this one is a little bit full, a little bit of a width, and straight over, long off.
Oh yeah, definitely. The wicket against Bangladesh had it's a very good shot.
Yeah, that's another big one here from David Warner. How exciting is it to play with, to open the batting with this guy?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant fun. You know that even if he soaks up a couple of balls to start with, he can go off like he is today. He can score 20 runs and over for when he goes off. So you got to bit up your sleeve when you're batting with him, definitely.
Finally, looking forward, how much of a part do your quicks have to play on this surface?
Oh yeah, definitely a big part. There's a fair bit of pace and bounce in this wicket, so yeah, we've got the pace to be able to really make the most of this wicket. It's going to be hard to protect downwind, but yeah, I think that's going to be our big weapon. I think our pace in this game.
Well played, and thank you very much for that. Good luck.
So Yuvraj Singh into the attack, and he's already been struck for a 6. Now he's a tall man; he can bowl full. That's the length you want to Warner at this stage.
It's a very good move here by MS Dhoni, using Yuvraj and trying something different. That's huge. Tongued away to deep mid wicket against the wind. 6 7 for Warner. Australia is moving along with a rapid pace here.
It's again length, and it gets the treatment. He's in that kind of a mood. He's going to take his chances. I feel India's played one fast bowler short here. Well, Dhoni goes up, the finger goes up as well. So they get the breakthrough they were looking for. Warner, after a sparkling innings of 72, of just 42, has been dismissed. And Australia lose their second wicket, 142 for 2.
So we got Brad Hadding coming into the batting here for Australia. Just what we spoke about, India needing a breakthrough. Getting the dangerous Warner out. Brad Hadding himself, no slouch with the bat. Big hitter off the ball. Experienced player here for Australia.
Zahir comes back. And one of those rare boundaries. At 15 sixes and 4 boundaries. Australia have been magnificent today, just having a shot to every ball.
Having got away to such a good start, it's really given the batsmen licence to just play with complete freedom, and that's exactly what they've done.
Gone long enough. There's another record going, just 1 to go. 16 sixes in 16 overs, 161 for 2.
I think it's just an indication that they're men and not machines. You have your good days, you have your bad days. And it's amazing what can happen if you lose a couple of wickets early. That compared with getting away to a good start, and today, that's exactly what happened. They got away to a good start after the maiden. And it just, I don't know, the confidence seems to flow through the whole team.
Go away for 4 as well. He hit it so hard. Now Yuvraj is now turning around to Dhoni and saying, why was the long off so wide? Could he have been straighter? Well, he was the bowler.
Well, it's up to the bowler bowler to, before he delivers the ball, make sure he's got the field in the position he wants.
Oh, he'll be stumped. This was the one that was the normal spinner, turning away from the right-hander. But Australia can afford to go for those shots now because they've got very few overs and lots of batting left. Brad hadn't gone for 8 from 7 balls. It's 166 for 3.
Brad hasn't had much opportunity with the bat. He does like to use his feet for the spinners. On that occasion he was beaten as much by the bounce as anything. Very good bounce from Yuvraj and well taken by Dhoni.
In at number 5, another big hitter, Cameron White. So the captain pushing himself down and adopting a horses for courses batting order, sending the more aggressive hitters out there. Clark himself has a one-day T20 strike rate of 108, so he's held himself back. Just pull their feet out of the way and set themselves up for the shots. Now that's gone for 4. I think it's fair to say that might have been stopped.
David Hussey is just clearing that front leg. His preference with going in the air is sort of wide mid or the mid-off, wide mid-off, extra cover area. But if you pitch short, he'll bang it over mid-wicket.
I don't think that's got enough distance on it, and it's taken easily. It's good in the deep there, Murali Vijay. So that's the end of David Hussey. And it was expected of him, 35 from 22 balls. And it's 172 for 4 now in the 18th.
Pretty smart bowling there by Ashish Nehra. He realised that Hussey was clearing that front leg, and he basically aimed the delivery around about that front toe. That just caused Hussey to take a swing that virtually got a leading edge. You can see how much the ball is carrying, because Murali Vijay was coming in, and in the end he was being forced further back close to the boundary to take the catch. Ball really carrying here today.
So a Hussey replaces another. In an earlier era in Australian cricket, you could have said that about the Chappells. No timing on that either. So India coming back. In this phase of the match, you've got to be careful to say. I don't think Australia scored what was kind of told they'd be happy with. Remember, they'll be brilliant in the field as well. So any side playing against Australia will effectively have to score more than 183. They'll say 15-20 in the field. And he's knocked him over, so there's 4 runs at the over so far and a wicket. The last 4 overs have been excellent. Michael Hussey 8 from 10. It's 183 for 5 with just 1 ball left.
I don't know where all this good bowling's been, but India hit it for too long. Suddenly they're rejuvenated. Or just flicking the pad and going onto the stumps. But it's been a terrific last 4 overs for India. They've gone from looking like having no chance to at least having an outside chance of chasing this target down.
After 16 overs, the score was 161. Looking well on course for 200. So 1 ball short of 4 overs, they made 22. And all they can do is sneak a single at the last over. So excellent last ball from Ashish Nehra. Excellent last over to just 5 off it. Only 23 of the last 4 for Australia, but still 184 for 5 is a very good 20 over total.
Just raining sixes there for quite some time. First over was a maiden, and then actually it was Jadeja who got Australia started. He bowled a horror over. Watson hit him for 3 sixes, And after that, it was just raining sixes. 72 to Warner from 42 deliveries. He's playing better and better. His batting is evolving. Shane Watson just continues his great form, and Hussey having a good tournament so far.
Well, Jadeja, 2 overs for 38 at one point. He went for 6 sixes and 6 balls. The last 3 of his first and the first 3 of his second. Nehra, 4 overs, 2 for 31. Zahir Khan, 4 overs for 45. Right then, 185 to get for India from 20 overs at 9.25 runs an over.
Murali Vijay and Gautam Gambhir are the openers for India. They'll be leading this batting attack. India bat deep. Rohit Sharma in this Indian 11. Drop Piyush Chawla for the extra batsman. In hindsight, that turns out to be a very good move by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Three-pronged pace attack of Australia. Australia have already bowled on this pitch, so they'll know exactly where to pitch the ball. I think the Indian spinners struggle with that. They know quite the line and the length as well. They recovered later. India and Jadeja realized that firing the ball outside the off-stump wasn't such a bad idea. Gautam Gambhir comes back to open the innings. Dinesh Karthik left out. So Turkman is first ball. M. Vijay on strike. Also the fact that there's one short boundary on the leg side as M. Vijay faces up. So that's one of the areas that India would be targeting. Looking to get a score that's a big one on this ground. Generally 140, 160 has been the kind of scores achieved.
Yes, but seeing that pitch, one would have to say 170 is about par for the course. So Australia have done well to reach 185, though at one stage 200 looked easy.
It's got it through. The first boundary for India. Gautam Gambhir gets off the mark.
Yes, went on offer and he pounced on it. Back in the Indian side after an injury. He's a prolific run getter. But Sehwag not there. It's good to have Gambhir back. Left-hander.
Oh, got into a very, very awkward position there, Gautam Gambhir. Thought of pulling it, saw the length, short in the air, and he was just struggling for time there.
He'll get a boundary. Oh, that hurried onto him. That was a late reaction, but he's got it away fine and into the fence. This one-handed effort in the deep, not good enough. And that's what you can expect on a surface like this. If someone's bowling genuinely quick, last ball at 150, that is quick. Will hurry anybody.
Another short delivery. That was a rising delivery from Sean Tate. Gautam Gambhir was in the air when he was playing that ball. Look at those feet. In the air, about almost a foot. He's a fighter. Gautam Gambhir is a little man. A successful top-order test batsman. He'll know how to tackle this kind of a situation. Turkmanis will continue. Miscued, and this could be the first wicket. Leading edge from M. Vijay. And this is the first setback for India. They've lost M. Vijay. They're in pursuit of a big target here.
Yes, just closing the pace of the blade early. He goes for 2, 10 for 1. Looking to angle it across the right-hander, and he's looking to work it on the onside. Let's see, just getting the leading edge.
He's the man in form for India. I'm sure Australia will, as long as he's near the crease, a little uncertain, test him with the short delivery. Another miscue shot. This is a terrible shot in the end. Just lobbed to mid-wicket for an easy catch. The second wicket in the over for Turkmanis. Well, no time Gambhir gone for 9, India 12 for 2.
was looking to slog in that over, Gautam Gambhir. 2 or 3 times looking for cow corner. The length just wasn't there for that shot to be attempted, hence no timing. 2 wickets in that over, so both the openers dismissed.
Rohit Sharma has got a promotion. I thought he would come after Yuvraj Singh and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I'd really like to see somebody like Dhoni come in at this stage, because India need to just bat sensibly. That's more like it. That's what India needs to do. It's good to play normal cricket for a while.
Yes, but they're up against a very good fielding side. You can see they've obviously watched Raina bat. They've got 2 men there, square of the wicket, very close to each other.
Another ordinary shot, but he'll get 4 runs. Just in no position to play the pull shot, but they're still looking to play.
Yes, it's the pace of this pitch. This almost goes for a 6. Beaten for pace. 1 bounce over the rope. And Australia, when they look at their side and the attack they have, ideal attack for these conditions.
Suresh Raina will take calculated risks. Generally, after he gets a boundary, he looks to play a normal shot for a single or 2. Oh no, that's completely wrong there. This is going to be another wicket, another skyer, and there was almost a collision there. In fact, there was, but still managed to hold on. Who's taking the catch in the end? I think it's Michael Clark. Can you believe it? Another shot that just didn't quite make sense. And it's the informed Suresh Raina who departs. India now tottering at 17 for 3.
Well, this is pretty ordinary cricket. No position whatsoever. Just trying to manufacture a shot out of nothing. That's a 3rd Indian player who's out in that fashion. 3 poor shots, 3 wickets. Australia right on top. 17 for 3.
He's found some form on this trip, Yuvraj Singh, and acquired IPL Season 3. He's batted well, batted like he normally does here in the West Indies. Rohit Sharma is on strike, batting at number 4 in Australia now, trying to capitalise here. They've got 2 slips in position. Sean Tate has just got a wicket. And how does Rohit Sharma start? Trying to flash one outside the off stump.
They've got the added pressure of a stiff target on the board. 180 plus runs for Australia. The problem here is getting used to the pace and the bounce and the shot selection. All 3 players, I think, shot selection pretty ordinary.
Now Rohit Sharma can do this. He's not averse to playing high-risk shots. A lot of time they come off, sometimes they don't. That occasion gets off the mark with 4.
His first real delivery pitched up. And the sense that there are more gaps on the onside, so preferred to go in that direction.
To Yuvraj Singh, Rohit Sharma, Mahendra Singh Dhoni to follow, to make something happen here. Last ball of the over. Gone. Dirk Nannes has bowled a wonderful Yorker. And Australia right on top here with some terrific seam bowling, and this time a surprise delivery to Yuvraj Singh. Perfect Yorker landing on off stump, I guess. Yuvraj Singh has gone for 1. India 23 for 4.
Well, superb stuff here from Nannes. Surprising Yuvraj totally. He would have been expecting something on the shorter side. Instead, the Yorker, the bat coming down late, the ball sneaking through, taking the off bail on the way, and India tottering.
I know I'm not the captain, but I would have liked to see Mahendra Singh Dhoni bat at number 3. This is the kind of situation India had, or at least for Suresh Raina in some form. Not a bad idea to bowl a full-length delivery to Yuvraj Singh when he's new at the crease, ricocheting off his pads, but it was quick, and I think the surprise element is what got Yuvraj Singh there.
Now he's got hold of that, and got hold of that really well. 7 overs gone. It's 35 for 4. Well, this was a short delivery, and it came at a good height. Pretty much what Ashish Nehra was bowling. Came around the waist high, and that's a good height to play the pull shot. Taken that long on. Mahendra Singh Dhoni finds the man on the boundary at long on, and Steve Smith, although the release bowler, if you want to look at it from that point of view, has struck, and probably that is the reason he has struck. Dhoni gone for 2, and India slide further, 37 for 5.
Well, you have to say this is a shot that is surprised, because this is not what you would expect of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He also, in a situation like this, despite the wickets falling and the overs running out, wants to play himself in with 1s and 2s. Didn't quite get hold of that shot, and a little bit off an inside edge, you would say, the bat face closing. It's a big wicket. Big wicket for the Australians, 37 for 5.
In at number 7 is Yusuf Pathan. Batted 6 earlier, but India opted to play the extra batsman. You wouldn't realize that if you looked at the scoreboard. But India are not only batting themselves out of this match, that you could probably say they've done already. They're taking a stride towards batting themselves out of the tournament if they continue to lose wickets like this. Could be in action here. That is beautifully taken. It seemed as it was coming down that Warner was going to be short, but he covers the ground like a cheetah, David Warner. He just eats up the ground, and that is the end of Yusuf Pathan, and India sliding down. Yusuf Pathan 1 from 5. It's 42 for 6.
Once again, a leading edge, trying to play the big shot around the long off region, getting the ball up in the air. We were just talking about how quick David Warner is, and that's evident over here in this effort. This is magnificent stuff. Australia right on top, 42 for 6.
Ravindra Jadeja in at 8. Not a happy match for him so far. Put on a sharp chance early on, which is a good feeler that he would have liked to take. And went for 38 runs in 2 overs. 6 sixes from 6 balls, though in different overs. Now in at number 8. India in a hurry. Hurry to end the game.
Passing mate twice.
Well, the wicket will go onto the bowler's name, and to be fair, the bowler induced the shot. But spare a thought for the fielder here. As much of a contribution.
Yes, look at the ground he had to cover, and then the ball was falling down just a little bit short, and he had to lean forward and take it.
Oh dear. He had the opportunity at either end. 47 for 6 from 10. Two cricket matches on today. There's one that the brown team is playing and one that the blue team is playing. That was, of course, the color on the scoring charts. And there is no rain either. That's for the benefit of the gentleman holding up the banner. 47 for 6. Rohit Sharma is on 20. Jadeja on 3.
For me, the worry, Ian, more than anything else, is it's not that it's a direct hit. The Australians feel they've got their man. The way they're celebrating, they've been really sharp in the field. Not missed a catch. The intensity has been relentless. The
Jadeja didn't do himself any favours. He didn't run a straight line. He finished up crashing into the umpire, and he's out by miles.
So David Hussey hitting the stumps. Another one goes down, and India 50 for 7.
Yeah, it was a terrible piece of running between wickets, really. He should have got through for the single, but just didn't run a straight line. He took a bit of a curve, and then I think he was worried about the ball missed the stumps. It was going to hit him. See the way that he ran. He's just jogging. Now he suddenly decides, whoops, I better get a move on here, and he runs like a crab, sideways. Ridiculous.
Harbhajan Singh comes out in the 11th over, batting at number 9. And what a shot that is, using the pace. That's beautifully played. Soft fine leg up in the circle.
Well, he's been a class above the rest of them today. Rohit Sharma really has shown up his more illustrious fellow batsman.
That's a good strike, extremely good strike. 2 men in the deep, and he's found the gap as well. So boundary to end the over, 60 for 7.
Excellent shot there. Rohit Sharma's been the only one who's handled the short pitch bowling with any certainty at all. Hit a glorious 6 earlier off Mitchell Johnson when he pitched short. The rest of the Indian batsmen, particularly the top order players, very unconvincing against the short pitch stuff.
Definite sound. Seemed to have come off the glove. Or is it thigh pad? That's what Billy Bowden thought.
Off the, he could well have a pad protecting the ribs. It may have come off that.
That's 4.
Pretty good shot, that one from Harbhajan. Moved well back in his crease. Just to give himself a bit longer to play that short pitch delivery. Hit it well. He's a sweet timer of the ball, Harbhajan.
Carnival atmosphere. West Indies play next, so a lot more people will come in. Down the track for 6. Excellent use of the feet, and struck with tremendous power.
Well, he's shown his skill against the quickies. Rohit Sharma. He was quick to get down the track there because that was the quicker one pushed out the front of the hand that skid straight on, and yet he got down a long way to get it on the half volley.
6 more. Beautifully struck into the crowd. Second 6 of the over takes him to 49.
This is glorious batting. He gets down there so easily because he does get there quickly and so well balanced. It was just an easy shot, not a big slog.
Takes a single, a very good half century. Well, he's been the shining light in this Indian team today. He stood out like a beacon. 50 of 33 balls.
Doing a Dennis Lilly, holding the bat by the toe.
Harbhajan goes big. Finds the crowd. So the 6s now coming off the bats of the Indians. 3 in quick succession. This time Harbhajan.
That was very well hit. It's an extremely high bouncer.
This is up in the air, should be taken. No problems whatsoever. Michael Hussey. In fact, David Hussey getting underneath it and taking it easily. So 97 for 8.
Australians have looked very good in all areas of the game. They're outfielding not just in this game, but so far in the tournament. They've taken catches so easily in the outfield. This is an absolute squire. It went up miles. David Hussey caught it easily. There was one earlier on when he caught MS Dhoni. It was hit like a rocket down the mid-on, but he caught it easily.
97 for 8 as Zahir Khan comes out to the middle. It's been all Australia today. Top edge. Will it go the distance? One bounce over the rope. So the 100 comes up for India.
.55 for Sharma out of that 101, so he's got more than 50% of the runs, and he's been the only shining beacon in this Indian innings.
Here he goes. Enough bat on this one to bring up another 6. We saw 16 sixes in the Australian innings. We've been talking about the pace and bounce on this pitch, but that also helps in playing the lofted shots. So if you get that ball around the middle of the bat, it just sails over the fielders. 80 meters, that last 6 from Zahir Khan. It's amazing consistency with the ball there for Dirk Nannes. Gone flying down to third man, no chance for the fielder there, 4 more to Rohit Sharma, and really when you look at his contribution, 68 of 40. All other Indian batsmen struggling to get into double figures. Harbhajan Singh, the other one.
4 overs left, so he's trying to get as close to the Australian total as possible. It might all count, but if it comes down to the net run rate.
He timed this well enough, he has. Oh, he does time the ball really well, Rohit Sharma. This time Dirk Nannes getting the treatment. See how things change. Dirk Nannes was almost unplayable with a hard new ball, but now he's being hit straight for a 6.
This is a terrific shot from the young man. And once again, if you have a look, he just moved his front foot out of the way, but has hit it with a very straight bat. Earlier on in the innings, he was trying cross-batted stuff and playing and missing, looking ugly, living dangerously. Now he's settled down and he's playing some wonderful shots.
Zahir Khan is going to be out. It's really what we've seen so far. To cross-bat, quick bowler, a bouncy pitch. First to go this fashion. Zahir Khan gone for 9, India 133 for 9.
He's only a number 10 batsman, Zahir Khan. He was trying to play as he knows, and that is to swing his bat at anything. Perhaps he could have looked for a single, given Rohit Sharma the strike.
It's full to Ashish Nehra, is gone. So Rohit Sharma will remain unbeaten, and India is all out in the 18th over. They miss out on as many as 14 deliveries in this innings. And that's the confirmation that Australia win by 49 runs. In the end, it doesn't look like a massive margin thanks to Rohit Sharma, 79 of 46. When India looks back at their batting performance, you're wondering whether they have played worse than they've done this afternoon here at the Kensington Oval. India came back beautifully in the field, and the target in the end, 185, wasn't a massive one. As you can see, just two guys getting into double figures. Rohit Sharma's inning stand out there, 79 of 46.
And the bowling figures, Dirk Nannes was the one who made the initial inroads, taking 3 wickets. Sean Tate gave him good company, didn't give the batsman any loose deliveries. He also got 3 wickets. And Shane Watson, Mitchell Johnson and Steve Smith tipping in with a wicket each. So Australia in their 20 overs, 184 for 5. India in 17.4 overs, 135. Australia winning by a big margin of 49 runs.